Betty on line 1. Hey, Betty.
Hi, Betty.
Hello, Mayor. I just have a question for you.
Sure.
The article that was in the Hammond Times this past week about the money sewage problem in Griffith.
Oh, good question.
And my question, did you make that statement or was it made up about you flooding the basements in Whiting?
No. I mean, well, I'll tell you, we have, okay. What happens is, usually when you're talking with a reporter, you give them about 12 paragraphs worth of material, and they have to take 2 sentences from that 12 paragraphs, okay? The situation is this. We have contracts with all of our customer communities, Whiting, Griffith, and Highland, that says we'll send you X amount of water, and we're going to pay you this much to treat X amount of water. What's happened, unfortunately, over the years is during storm events, we're receiving 4 or 5 times the amount of water that we're supposed to receive, and our only option is to treat the water. But what happens is we take so much water in that, Hammond basements are getting backed up. So what we're attempting to do is rework the contracts with our customer communities, Whiting, Griffith, and Highland, so that we can come up with a fair rate and a fair volume that we need to treat, and then we'll go back to our long-term agreements.
Okay, but
believe me, the last thing I want to do, I'm a good neighbor, and we've always been good neighbors. The last thing we want to do is hurt any community. But
you didn't make that statement, did you?
No, I mean, I didn't make that statement directly. I said that,
But because, I did have some water in my basement, and that really upset me when I thought, how could you make a statement like that you're going to flood basements? I don't need that.
All right, hold on,
I totally agree with you, but at the same time, if we're taking too much water from our customer communities and Hammond basements are backing up, that's not fair to Hammond residents. So there's an agreement that needs to be worked out so that if and you're using Whiting as an example. So if Whiting says I'm going to send Hammond Sanitary District 5 million gallons during a storm event, and they send us 15 million gallons during a storm event, that's not fair to Hammond because that's 10 million gallons extra that we have to treat, and we can only treat so much at one time. So what happens is we start backing up here.
I understand. I just didn't like the statement that was in the paper.
I'm sure you didn't. And I'm not very diplomatic sometimes, I acknowledge, okay? And I apologize, and believe me, ma'am, the last thing we want to do is hurt you or Griffith or Highland.
I understand it. I didn't,
Okay, wait, ma'am, we got to move on. We are way up against some clock here. Thanks a lot. You got your answer. Let's go.